My lovely people, good morning and welcome to God Loves You channel, the home of news. If it is your first time of coming across this wonderful platform and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. This will enable you to know when we upload a new video. Here we react to all forms of videos, especially what is happening in Nigeria. If you like this kind of content, subscribe, and after watching, always drop your thought, your opinion. You are free to criticize, but let us always do it constructively so that at the end, nobody will be offended. Yes. So let's hop into today's video. Remember to share after watching, and God will bless you.
Esteemed viewers, you're welcome to this political discourse. Now we are looking at critical topics in Nigeria today. Northern Nigeria are making statements that will put Nigeria in big trouble. I repeat, Northern Muslims, Yoruba Muslims are making statements that may put Nigeria in big trouble. Let's look at this. On Twitter, Kawu Garba says, Nigerians stand with Iran. Sultan says on the same Twitter, on behalf of all Nigerians, we stand with Iran. Okay? Ayofe says, Nigeria stands with Iran. This is a Yoruba Muslim. Fatima Ta Anabi says, Nigerians stand with Iran. Then Sarki on 9 was passed. Sarki says, for the sake of world peace, Israel has to cease existing. Its only solution towards achieving world peace. He also added by saying, Nigeria stands with Iran. I'm putting out this receipt so that you can see the evidence of these statements. Most of the people making these statements are Northerners. And we have Yoruba Muslims concurring. Even a Muslim ticket of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu dare not say that Nigeria stands with Iran. Even if it's a Buhari, he can do it secretly. If Buhari were to be president and it is a Muslim ticket, they dare not come out to say that Nigeria stands with Iran. We understand the role of the UN, the role of the United States in Africa, the role of the West in Africa. African countries will seldom come out and want to pick sides if Israel and Arab countries are having issues. You see, Abuja does not have defense system. We don't have equipment. Most of our equipment that we need to battle even ordinary Boko Haram, we source it from the West. We are not industrialized yet to face any attacks from any country. I don't know why Northern Nigeria always want to pick sides with an Iran. Okay, look at it. If you have been asked the question, Israel, Iran, if you ask Nigerians this question, which country do you want Nigeria to be like? Israel and Iran. When it comes to human rights, when it comes to freedom of expression, when it comes to freedom of religion, when it comes to economy, which country do you want? Forget about, let's put aside what the aggressor, Iran is not the aggressor, Israel is the aggressor, left, right. Which country do you think that Nigerians want this Nigeria to be like? If not Israel. In Israel, you see, Israel, they say it's a Christian country. It's not a Christian country. We have many more Muslims fighting in the IDF, Israel army, than Christians. We have many more actual Muslims in Israel. Can you practice your religion freely in Iran? So why would Northerners come out and say, because of Muslim ideology, Islamic ideology? I've said it. The biggest problems we have, number one, most of the problems we have is religion and ethnicity. Just divide Nigeria into north and south. These are two different terrains. Two different. Northern Nigeria is behaving like a certain part of Arab world. A certain part. Southern Nigeria cumulatively looks like the West. You see, I've said it before. Abuja does not have a defense system. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not come out and say that Nigerians, they will not do it. Number one, dollar is predominant in our exchange. Nobody, no president alive as we stand today with our condition with our condition, we don't have what it takes to stand up to the West, not to talk of stand up with these Arab countries. You might think that this statement these guys are making are less important. We see the alliances. We see the contributions Israel has brought to Nigeria. And we also see the contributions Iran has brought to Nigeria. I'm not picking any sides. That is their business. Whatever they are doing, whatever they want. See, the conversations that these guys are having, we don't have mouth. Nigeria as a country does not have a say in these conversations because we cannot be able to fix any part. We don't even have, at least, to compete with any of these countries, you don't have at least 20-hour electricity. See, for Nigeria to be industrialized, we need to have electricity. To be able to compete with nations that are talking about nuclear weapons, nuclear reactors, nuclear energy. For us to start competing at that stage, we need to first be industrialized. We are not industrialized. Abuja, the Aso Rock, does not have air defense system, to the latest of my knowledge. Maybe they have, we don't know. Maybe the classified document, left, right, center. We don't have. We have been struggling with the Boko Haram for God knows when. We have been struggling with our internal security. Do you think that Iran itself or any of these countries are battling the kind of insecurity we are battling? Foreigners will come from outside the country and come and kill people and they go scot-free. So this thing Northerners are doing, we understand the ideology. That's why I love the way Yorubas from the southwest is kicking against any. This is Fulani ideology. This is even Hezbollah. Even Hezbollah is not responding. It's not backing Iran in this fight as we speak. Maybe they will do it in the future. Most Arab countries, even in Saudi Arabia, they are not saying I stand with Iran. Some. I don't want to abuse somebody this morning. I don't want to. I've said that Nigeria is not designed to be one. Our thinking, our mentality is different from each other. The way we reason. All those ones that are claiming we are religious, we are Muslims, we are all brotherhood, and look at the way people are reasoning. You stand with Iran. You stand with Israel. Most people from the southwest or southeast will say, I stand with Israel. The other people will say, I stand with Iran. Now the point is, have we been able to solve our own internal issues first before you are standing with who? Where are you standing when it comes to the global stage? Even in Africa, where is Nigeria standing? See, the day Nigeria declares war with a North African country, that is when you know that all these things we call giant of Africa, we are just trying to brag over the things that the Obasanjo, the wars they fought for Ecomog and everything, how Nigeria performed. That's why they are calling Nigeria giant of Africa. If anyone break up, ordinary our Boko Haram, our soldiers are being killed anyhow. Not to talk of we have an external conflict. Then you know that you need to focus on how you can industrialize yourself before you start pitching tents with Iran that is sponsoring terror cells and organizations in the world. This shared movement in Nigeria has an affiliation with Iran. You know what it is? We understand that, is it North Korea has nuclear weapons? See, we understand the fact that you cannot have a gun, and I don't have a gun, you expect us to have world peace. If we have the same mentality, if you have the same professionalism, you can have a gun, I can have a gun. In the United States, although we are seeing killings left, right, center, most killings are from black communities. Most killings are from black communities. White communities do not experience the kind of killings that black communities are experiencing. They have access to guns, but there's no massacre left, right, center. Just carry gun, give an average black man. Let's look at that. That aside, I'm trying to make a point. How would nuclear weapons in the hand of Iran be like? Nuclear weapons in the hand of Iran. Do you know what it is? A country that wants to wipe a Saraki from northern Nigeria. Should be I read it now. You know, some people say you're a liar. I talked about P2B. People are calling, says he treason, he committed treason, blah blah. Somebody says I'm lying. The receipt deal. So these ones I'm putting out receipt. The same Saraki is saying that you need to annihilate for the sake of world peace. Israel has to cease existing. That is a Saraki making a statement. So if you come and the Yoruba person that said Nigeria stands with Iran, they blasted him. This is your Muslim mentality. Don't bring it here. If you are saying standing, you yourself, you and your family members stand with Iran. What has Iran contributed to Nigeria? Let's start from that. Our security intelligence, Israel has contributed a lot. I don't know about Iran. Maybe someone should educate me. I stand to be corrected. What has Iran contributed to Nigeria? If not, you are activating the Shiites to march every now and then to declare whatever. We saw how they were killed, how Buhari's government handled them. That is what Iran is known for. Islamic ideology. Nigeria is not an Islamic nation. Northern Nigeria believe that Nigeria is an Islamic nation. They believe that the Muslims are more than Christians. It will shock you. When we do an actual census, it will shock you say Christians are more than Muslims. It will shock you say those residing in southern Nigeria are more than those residing in northern Nigeria. It will shock you. Leave the expanse of land. Leave all these tales by moonlight you are being told the left, right, center. Even in the southwest, we know that the southeast, south clear majority. Even in the southwest, Christians are more than Muslims. But at every point in time, some people from another religion wants to start a conversation of violence. Every point in time, Nigeria just their own. Just get a. That's why Palestine and Israel. We know that. See, people don't understand geopolitics. Nigerians need to understand what the world politics is all about. If you allow some of these Arab countries that sponsor terrorism, if they have access to whatever weapons they have access to, just as it is, northern Nigeria and those extremists, you give them relevance, power, they can threat. Okay, for instance, some Muslims will leave their country, their state, their country, go to the West and practice their religion freely. But some people cannot leave the West and go to these Muslim countries and practice their religion. Look at Turkey, an example. So, how would you give power to people that do not ensure human rights? Even those Muslims that ran away from their country because of the insecurity went to the Western countries and started constituting nuisance. Look at Germany, look at France, look at the UK. Afghanistan, Pakistan, and co. Look at Pakistan and India. What is happening? So are these the people you want them to have nuclear reactors, nuclear power, nuclear weapons? That one day something will just enter their head, they'll just read some pages of their scriptures and they just feel like they need to annihilate non-believers. That's more reasons why I do not support an Iran. Iran has proven to the world that it has tendencies to wipe off some people from the face of the earth, irrespective of what the argument is. So giving power, that's why I like one of the reasons why I'm supporting the Tinubu is to make the Fulani irrelevant, because they have such tendencies and ideologies. You want to stand. We know that China, Russia, North Korea, and Pakistan supporting Iran. They announced their support for Iran officially. They not born Nigerian government well. Even that one where Israel and Pakistan they talk, where the vice president went at the world the meeting, UN meeting, and started speaking the one he understands. This Iran-Israel matter, there's a video of where Netanyahu said they are much more interested in Africa. They will have invested interest in Africa. Don't let anybody see. You see, when the people are so backward, they just open their mouth and say anything. What does Nigeria really have to compete at the world stage? What does Nigeria have industries? What is it that Nigeria will, all the parts, Nigeria will have the technological know-how to produce from start to finish? What is that thing? The phones we are doing, most of these things we import. The cars we are assembling and manufacturing, maybe you can use manufacturing or assembly. We import most of the things, we don't fabricate. What is it that if they bomb something now, if they bomb Third Mainland Bridge, Nigerians will pay from their sweat. The economy can go down within seconds. If they bomb critical infrastructures, it will take a very long time for us to recover. If they bomb our oil fields, we can go into recession within 6 months. And we are coming out, we have not been able to put our acts together. What did Israel do? Israel targeted their nuclear scientists, their professors of science, and killed most of them, their top leaders. These guys are developing serious technology in the area of nuclear reactors, in nuclear science. Which one Nigeria get? Which one Nigeria get? Most of our brightest brains are not in Nigeria. They are taken out of the country. Ordinary electricity, we cannot be able to sustain electricity that we have everything that it takes. Ordinary water, we cannot provide water for our citizens. Ordinary water, we have it, my brother. Ordinary refinery, we cannot manage refinery. If you go to Dángér refinery, most Oyibos that then they handle the critical areas. We have scientists, innovators, people that are champion of industries that are. Do you have a technology-driven economy? We just use money, bring people full inside Nigeria, and say highest tech. We bring other people from other universities. They come, they share their knowledge with our own. And those who come and say, we tech boss. You go and study what somebody promulgated, what somebody discovered, what somebody developed. You go and study it too. You don't get the one you go develop. Tech boss. Most of the people handling our apps, most of them creating our apps, they are not Nigerians. So at what point do you think Nigeria can compete with the kind of leaders you have? Your Ministry of Science and Technology. Till tomorrow, money is being pumped here. See, we have said it. Nigeria is not designed to be one. You can see how most Northerners are behaving. See how their leaders are behaving. You can see how Southern leaders are behaving. You can see two different ideologies. The British want us to be together so that it can serve their own purpose. So I don't think Northern Nigeria ideology necessitates a terrorist mindset. That is why Northern Nigeria looks like Arab countries and Southern Nigeria looks like the West. I beg Northern people, restrain from all these statements. You can't say those statements in your closet, in your moshlash, in your mosque, in when you're gathering. Social media is a place whereby, man, there are some things some statement you make that you cannot take back. I'm telling you. Just like Iran has an agenda, the same way Northern Nigeria has an agenda. Fulani agenda. They are bashing Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, look at the development pace. Liberal Islam. That is the birthplace. So all of them go to Saudi Arabia to go and do Hajj. That is the heart of Islam. They are embracing liberalism. While we have in Northern Nigeria, you embrace Sharia. The Sharia itself is underdeveloping Northern Nigeria. The Sharia itself, it does not contribute development. I've asked this question over and over again. It is in my village we have a traditional ruler. I asked the question one day. The presence of that traditional ruler, apart from he is a custodian of the history, the culture, the heritage of the village, you want to know about the history of the village, these are the custodians, these traditional institutions. Apart from that, what do they actually contribute to the development of these societies? You see, there are some cultures that needs to be updated, upgraded. There's some things, okay, for instance, we have only our traditional rulers. And we are having murders till today. The West, all these people refuse to transfer their knowledge to us. For us to start living in such nice apartments, having a fan, having an AC, having technology left, right, and center, developing at a pace. That is why British, with their small number of people, with their technology, they were able to defeat the Benin Empire. They chased away the Oba with all the so what is the essence? What is their contribution? All these are our history. We can put them in library, in books, and there should be, people can organize cultural events to further remind the people. How are we advancing culturally? What is their contribution? The same ask, what is the contribution of Sultan Sokoto to development of northern Nigeria? To development of the Sokoto where he is? How has he contributed to make sure that insecurity in northern Nigeria stops? We have North Mosque in northern Nigeria. That is where they radicalize some of these guys. As small as they are, they radicalize them. They see as an enemy. A fanatic will come to a peaceful environment. He will come to a peaceful environment. Within 2 or 6 months, they will start getting angry with everybody. Before he came, the place was peaceful. Now, he finds himself in that environment. He wants to be angry with everybody. He wants to turn everybody to Islam. Not by their choice, by force. He will be having resentment with everybody. How would development erupt in such a hostile environment? Look at Dubai. Look at Saudi Arabia. Look at how they brought in innovation from all parts of the world. In Saudi Arabia, there are places you go and drink beer. Very soon. The Muslim world is criticizing Israel as a country. Very small. Let's say 11, 12, 10 million people. With their liberalism, the Muslim world that is conservative, have not been able to defeat Israel. One thing about liberalism is that you can have alliance with people. Look at the alliance